Alright, now that we've successfully added our navigation drawer and the bottom navigation to the application, let's go ahead and make them live or clickable links, so that when a user clicks on either home, it takes them to the home page. When they click on settings, it takes them to the settings. And the same for navigation drawer. If they click on home, it takes them to the home screen, and if they click on settings, it takes them to the settings. So we are going to add the navigation to both the drawer and then the bottom nav. So before we do that, let's go ahead and create the different screens that we are going to navigate to when we click on those navigation links. So we are going to come outside this home and add another screen. So we are going to demonstrate using one screen, which is for the settings. So we shall create a class, settings, screen, and then this class is going to extend a stateless widget. So we shall create our constructor, settings, screen, which constructor is now going to inherit all the attributes of the super class, which is the stateless widget. So we shall say super.key. So we terminate this. So we go ahead and build our screen by adding the builder method. So this is build. So this builder method is going to create for us the widget build, which takes up the build context. So we shall get rid of this. Now we are going to, as it is building, we are going to return a scaffold. So as it is building, we want it to return scaffold. Return scaffold. So we terminate at the end. So as we've been going through the scaffold items, the scaffold has different items. It has got the up bar, it has got the drawer, it has got the body, it has got the floating button, it has got the bottom nav, and a snack bar. So depending on your design, now since this is a demo screen, we shall have just the up bar. We shall have the up bar, which takes up the up bar class. So this up bar class goes ahead and we shall just add there a title. So we shall add there a title, which title is going to be displayed using a text. So I'll say this is a constant text. So using the word constant is not a must. It is just to make sure that the title never changes. So it is going to be of text. And this text is going to be maybe about, settings. So we shall go ahead and add a body. And on this body, we are just going to add a simple layout, which is center. We shall also make it constant. So this center layout, the center layout is going to have just one item on it. It's going to have one child item on it, which displays text, just to make a confirmation to us that we are on the settings screen. So we shall just add a welcome to settings. So you can still go ahead and add the drawer and also add the bottom nav if you desire. So but for purposes of demonstration, I'll stop there. So we want to always navigate to this settings screen with the up bar and a body with just text. Whenever a user clicks, I think we can get rid of this floating action bottom. We don't need it. So we want whenever user clicks on the settings, whenever user clicks on this settings item on the bottom nav, it takes us to the settings screen created. So now the bottom nav bar items do not have an attribute of on tap. So the attribute of on tap is on the bottom navigation bar itself. So we shall come at the end of the array and put there a comma, but inside the bottom nav bar, and add that item, that attribute of on tap. So we shall say on tap, and then this on tap is going to lead us to the different screens that we are navigating to. So we shall say here, here we shall initialize an index. I'll say int index, and we shall go ahead here at the end and put those curly braces. So our bottom navigation bar item, our bottom navigation bar has got two items, one that takes us to the home and the other that takes us to the settings. So the way it locates these two items, since they are in an array setting, as we know how arrays work, they store or keep items on index positions. So at this point here, the home is sitting at the index 0 and the settings is sitting at index 1. So if we are targeting the settings, so we shall say if index is equal to 1, because the settings is at 1 and we are targeting it. So if it is at index 1, then what happens? We shall say navigator dot push. So this navigator dot push function takes us to the next screen. So as it is pushing to take us to the next action, next screen, it is going to take up different arguments, and one of the arguments it takes is the context. So it will take the context, and then also it takes up the route. So navigator.push takes up the context and the route. And the route in Flutter, we use a material page route. So the material page route is going to call on the builder class, which builder class is now going to help us build the context we've passed, and then load our home screen. So we shall make this constant, and then load our settings screen. So once we've done this, go ahead and save this. So we are having this red. What does it indicate? Okay, so this is for this, this is for this. Okay, so if let's see, so we troubleshoot this and see why it is not running, why it is flagging this red here. So first get rid of this, eliminate, so come back again and add navigator. Navigator dot push. Alright, so navigator dot push, and then here I'll paste this again and then save. So once we save that, we come and see if it has auto loaded. Okay, click on this, so it takes us to our welcome to settings screen. So if we also want to do the same for the home, we can go ahead and just create another home page, home screen. So I'll copy and paste here and call this home. So home is home, and maybe call this home. So our home, remember the home is sitting at 0, so we shall just say copy this and paste it here and say else if index is equal to 0, then we want it to go to the home. Home screen. We save that, see if it has auto. Click on this, takes us to welcome to home. So you see now we've gone ahead and we've added the different functionalities to our bottom navigation bar items. So in the next video we are going to see how to add that functionality to our app drawer.